this evening. Before we get into our ceremony, it's my pleasure to introduce, to entertain us for a few minutes, the 2014 Waikato Pacific by Nature champions, Te Tokoroa from Tokoroa High School. ceremony, and this is the program. We're going to invite one of our community elders, Mr. Makira Maya, to give us a dedicatory prayer, and following him will be the cutting of the cake back there. Then we have two guest speakers, Mr. Tony Richards and the worship, our man, Mr. Neil Sinclair. And straight after them, we'll have one more from Punawara, and then we're in cinema 3, I think it is, for Transformers 4. Anyways, I'd like to invite Mr. Makira Maya to take the floor now.
Drum feeding on the road and back. And during the 60s, then there was truck. We go around the truck to beat the Tokoroa, the bow. So everybody knows there's a good movie, Rock Hudson and Kirk Douglas in those days. So today, God said, I bless those who bless them. The years to come of the people of Israel. And today it's talking about Israel again, Judah, and talking about us. God said, I will bless you. So tonight, we come to bless this place. This place I've been around the first cinema down there. Now it's over here. I think it's the 4 times moving of this cinema. Now, I think it will be God's blessing for a long, long time, and the fees will be low as well. Bob? Yep. Thank you very much. So our worship the mayor is present with us. Thank you for coming, and all of us who have come to witness the opening of this new complex cinema for us. Let us enjoy it in God's way of doing it. Let's all bow our heads down for our prayer. Kore tātou ki te tua. E te tua te ka meitaki nei mātu I a koe. Mo koe te diringi mai te ua e tamau I te no. E tua ngā tupakana mātu e te tua ki mua I tō uwaro. Te kāria ngai tō uwaro a te mātu. Te tua te mātu I roto I tia utuare. Te karangai e mātu e cinema. I roto I te reo kuki areni e are tepa. I te tapua ngai te ngai e ngai ngō ngana mātu. I tamatora ngai tō mātu mata. E tō mātou wā, I roto I te opo, te kare e mātou tumo. A ka tapu mai e te atua, te tāta nona tia are teta, e perangatoa te raorare. A ka tapu mai e ka maruri mai e rātu. Ke mama, te tutaki ana e mātou, te tomo ngā ki roto I te are teta. No, te raia o te tuato. E nā tā mātou o te mariki e te pu. Te katangi mai te pau, te okirawa I tō mātou aimetua. Te kāria ngai tō rātou maruri. Te tāmatora nei e mātou, I te katuera I tō mātou o Tokoroa. Ariki mai e mātou e te tua. Ka tapu mai ki te manongi o tō ora mai tua tapu. Ko pure mātou nā roto I Yesu tō mātou o kora. I tēnei tuatanga ruatu. Amen. Amen.
A quick change of program. Just before we cut the cake, I'm going to invite our worship the mayor to say a few words first.
Thank you. Kia ora karana. Stood in this place before and said, hey, how important it is. And today I'm so pleased to be able to say to Tony, thank you for actually coming into our community and recognising that here there is that opportunity. Because if you saw in today's paper, you would have seen that Fonterra have seen an opportunity to actually start doing major development in South Waikato. The council is working with those to put up an inland port down there at Browning Street at Putlock Drive, and we're seeing that Blue Pacific Minerals have put a $9 million expansion on because they believe in Tokoroa and in the South Waikato. And when we have people like Tony looking around and saying they can believe in Tokoroa, I can come and bring the latest technology to Tokoroa, and I think as he will tell you, that it's really going to be the latest and the greatest in what's taking place tonight. So when we have these people who actually believe in us, it's up to us then to believe in ourselves, because too often we don't. And if Tony is going to succeed and these others are going to succeed, we have to step up and play our part in coming along here, being part of it, saying yes, we are proud of being in Tokoroa, and lifting our eyes up and looking at beyond the horizon
rather than wandering around with our heads down and worrying about silly little things. We have people like Tony who believe we must make quite certain that we support his belief in us, because we are fantastic. We've just seen that dance, and if anybody wants to realise just how great it is, those young ones started to show us. We are a great community, but sometimes we hide our light under a bushel. And as the gospel says, take it out and put it up on the top of the hill and let your light shine. And when we do that, Tokoroa and the South Waikato will blossom. It's up to us to step in behind the people like Tony and the people who are wanting to hold a set up here. And when we do that, then the light will shine. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for coming. Now it's up to us to make quite certain we get behind you. You've seen something. Let that vision go right through. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Before I introduce our last speaker, I just want to acknowledge Mr. Eddie Donathorne, who was the previous owner of the cinema. Now I'd like to introduce our guest today, and as previously mentioned by His Worship, Mr. Tony Richards, who last November all cinemas throughout the country had to change to the new format, which is digital, and without the backing of Mr. Tony Richards, who invested in the cinema would have had to close down. So it's with pleasure that I introduce Mr. Tony Richards to now speak.
Your Worship, thank you for those kind words. Neil, we'll call you now.
Yeah. You're right.
No, I'd just like to say on behalf of the company, Tokoroa Cinemas Limited, I'm the Managing Director, Tony Richards, as you've heard, and I have seen through a real estate agent, quote, took a long time to leave one, but Eddie, and he disclosed his conflict, and he said there's a great opportunity in Tokoroa to make a business project and support the community. So I listened to this for 2 or 3 months and kind of a deaf ear every time the phone rang. It was Eddie, what do you think, Tone? I said, I'm busy, we're motor racing. Eddie, I've given it thought and looked into it, and the more I looked into it, the more study that I did. You have a huge catchment area here, like I believe 38,500 if you take in Matamata and go as wide as that. And I think that is a magnificent community to try and bring to Tokoroa. As I was talking to Neil before, your retail sector in the main streets all suffer. Anyone that moves from here and watches movies in Hamilton, Road to Vegas, Taupo, wherever they go, you miss out in the main street. And that's not the art of communities. Community money has to stay. I've been a small community businessman all my life in the Thames Valley and both in the motor industry. I'm out of that now, the boys have taken that over, and I was just looking for this, this challenge. And believing in a real estate agent is very hard, as you all understand. The rules have changed. Neil, haven't they? Yes. Maybe not a real estate agent or anything like that, but I'm only too proud to stand here tonight and see that great performance of local youth, and this is what I've always been involved in all my life. And so if we can put it back, we will be. And as Neil says, it's up to the community now to stand up, grow tall, support. We'll be doing our best. There'll be special functions, there'll be everything, and Shanna and I'll be working closely. Shanna's been in the business now for 4 or 5 years, and probably a little bit of lack of funding in that. Hasn't been able to perform what she would love to. It's a new era, and I all wish Tokoroa all the best, because we're here and we're here to stay. Hopefully.
Thank you. At this point, we'd like to invite you, Mr. Richards and Your Worship, to stand by our cakes. One should take the 3, the other one should take the D. And Shana will come along with a knife and we'll commence the cutting of our cake.
A little bit short of what I borrowed from the bank.
Hey, Neil. Which one do you want to go?
Oh, if you guys go from here.
The other side.
Take the 3, don't you?
Right, Neil, where do you want to go?
Oh, geez.
Oh gosh.
Right here, right?
Where would you like it, Santa?
There's the one.
You've got
Round of applause, please. Oh my God.